Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host, Chris Tysus, and we are here to talk about and do this review for Journey of the Broken Circle. So, I played this a fair bit, and it's not a bad game. Like it's a good, cheap little indie game to get on the Nintendo Switch and other consoles if you like. And it's a story focused game about this little circle that talks about um, the storyline of dependence, independence, relationships, breaking up with different characters, and things like that. And I felt the storyline wasn't too bad. I think it mostly holds together in general, but there are times where the storyline sort of isn't as strong as you would hope it to be. And that was a little bit disappointing. Some of the big positives I found was the graphics are quite nice. The art style is really cool. The music is well done, so to speak. I enjoyed it. The pacing is not too bad. Um, the fact that it's a platformer, I'm into that genre. But the platforming is not too bad. I think the big issue with this game is probably some of the difficulty spikes when it comes to the platforming. Sometimes it's pretty easy, and then all of a sudden it gets really hard, and you don't see it coming. It gets a little annoying like that, and that's what I had difficulties with, so to speak. For that sort of thing. So there's a little bit of cliches in it with the story and gameplay. It's I don't think it really it doesn't reinvent the wheel, so to speak, or the circle, so to speak, in terms of that. So as you can see, he's kind of like this little Pac-Man. So, but there is a somewhat charm to this game. You can definitely pick up some cheaper games that will not satisfy you. Where this is sort of a game that I mean you could even get it at full price, but definitely get it if it's on discount. I would say $5 or $10 is fine for this type of thing. As you can see here, you can attach yourself to certain characters that you meet along the way, such as the first main character, Sticky. And sometimes, yeah, some of the storyline's a little bit cliched and a little annoying, so to speak. But I think, woo, I would say that overall it's been a pretty good experience. Like it wasn't a game where um, I sort of gave up after half an hour to an hour. I was still going after a few hours. But there's definitely a few moments in the game that gets pretty difficult. This is a particularly simple level. This is one of the early levels. But then even I noticed that there were some levels where that difficulty spike that I talked about would just sort of randomly go up too high, and it wouldn't be that exciting, so to speak. It does get a little bit ragey controller throwing, so to speak. So that's something that I noticed too. But what would I give it out of 10? Remember, you got to think about the context of what I'm saying too. So don't just think about the number at the end of the day. I say I'd probably give it probably about a 6.5 to 7 in terms of how I feel about it overall. I think that The platforming could have been a little better. Probably not so cliched and boring at times, because it just feels like you're just literally rolling through the game, and it's almost more like the platforming takes a backseat to the environment and the journey of it, so to speak, if you get what I mean. So maybe the platforming isn't as important rather than the journey and the storyline that it's trying to show off. Whoop. See, weird difficulty spike. It's not hard, but just odd things like that. And the game definitely does get a little more difficult, so to speak. So, but overall, that's how I feel about the game. Check it out. I would recommend it, even if it's a 6.5, because there are some very good 6 out of 10 games out there that I enjoy or above. But yeah, that was a Journey of the Broken Circle. Interesting game, interesting game. I like it, and yeah, check it out and see what you think about it. So that's it for me, and I'll see you next time.